Hi, I'm Darian, and welcome to This Week at LSU Eunice for the week of October 5th, 2012, brought to you each Friday by the university's student media, the Bayou Bengal. This week, we will look at U.S. Congressman John Fleming's visit to campus, a new concept at the LSU Library, the dedication of the new building, and will spotlight a student athlete who has come all the way from Hawaii to play basketball for the Lady Bengals. Libraries are usually stocked wall-to-wall with books, and within the brick walls of LSU Eunice's Arnold LeDoux Library, it's no different, but not all the books are on the shelves. LeDoux Library has adopted a new concept. While the doors may only be open from 7:30 in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon, the library is never really closed.
In order to meet student demands and student needs, and when students can actually do their work in the LSUE community, 24/7 is a concept that we've initiated that provides services all day and all night long.
Library Director Gerald Patu says your student ID is the key to opening the library after hours. Your ID will allow you access to thousands of online assets.
The student ID card is your ticket to using the materials that we have, online subscriptions, digital assets that are available in the library. So again, you have got to have a student ID card, and through the IP address and the LSU networking system, we're able to recognize that you're a student and use the materials whenever you want at any time. So and remotely from various libraries, from your home or whatever it is, 24/7 access puts these kinds of materials right at your fingertips and right at your desktop at home or wherever you're working from.
Students and faculty can access the online books and databases at the library's website, www.lsue.edu/library.
The ebook and all of the electronic and digital assets are basically the same way, the same login. You just have to choose specifically. Do you want eBerry? Do you want Net Library? Do you want films on demand? Do you want a journal or a reference material like Credo reference? All of these things are listed on the library webpage, and you make a specific choice. You might have an assignment that calls for a reference book, then you need to go to Credo reference. If your professor or your assignment calls for a specific ebook, you can go into eBerry or Net Library. In eBerry, there are over 45,000 choices of electronic books. Net Library is not quite as many choices. We also have EBSCO Nursing Reference Center, which is strictly geared toward the nursing and allied health professions. There's all kinds of electronic materials in there, reference materials, books, journals, and journal articles that can satisfy the requirements of a class assignment.
The library's website offers links to help connect to the online resources from off campus. A few important dates to remember. Next week is midterm exams, and the fall break for students is October 18th and 19th. October 9th is the last day to register to vote in the 2012 presidential election in November, which will also be when Louisiana chooses their new U.S. representatives. After low census numbers caused Louisiana to redistrict the state, Eunice is now split between U.S. Representative Charles Bustani and U.S. Representative John Fleming, who visited campus this week.
Hi, I'm U.S. Representative John Fleming. I represent the 4th District and have done so since the beginning of 2009. I'm now running for my 3rd term, and this area in St. Landry Parish, as well as Evangeline, is now in the new district that I'm running for. Look, November 6th is the most important election of our lifetimes, bar none, and I want to encourage each and every one of you, if you haven't registered, to be sure and register. I believe the deadline is this coming Saturday. Beyond that, it does you no good to register unless you actually show up and vote. Remember, you can vote early, and the last time you have a chance to vote is November 6th. At that time, you'll have an opportunity to vote for me and others of your choice, and also who's going to be the leader of our great nation for the next 4 years. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Congressman John Fleming visited with school leaders and students while on a tour of the southern part of his district. Avery Williams' Natural History of Vertebrates class made their annual trip out to the woods to collect specimens. The Biology 2500 students traveled to Bayou Plaquemine Bruley Swamp in Acadia Parish to pick up snakes, frogs, and other reptiles and amphibians for in-class research. The dedication of the new Community Education Building was held today. LSU System President William Jenkins and LSU Eunice Chancellor William Nunez cut the ribbon and officially handed over the new building to the student community.
Hello, fellow Bengals. This is Chancellor Bill Nunez here, and we just finished the ceremony. In fact, I think you can hear him stacking the chairs in the background for the dedication and ribbon cutting of the new classroom community education building. Some of you are already in class over here, but you need to know that it took about 12 years and about $10 million to bring this beautiful building to fruition. So hope that you're in here and enjoying the new space and making good use of it. But it's our way of keeping LSUE at the cutting edge of education and technology.
Well, to our students, our faculty and staff at LSUE, let me tell you how pleased I am to have participated in the event, the dedication, the ribbon cutting of our new classroom community education building. It is so important to have a facility such as this on a campus at a time of dynamic change in higher education, so that you'll have access to a facility that will provide for your needs, give you a place to study, more importantly, as the technology advances, a place that you can access technology, make use of advancing technology as you enhance your own education and, in fact, ultimately complete your studies here. I'm very, very, very proud to represent the LSU system today as we have the ribbon cutting ceremony, but so much more importantly, to have access for you as our student body working together with our faculty and staff to accomplish your own goals, to accomplish your academic goals, and to establish your future careers. All the very best to all of you, and I hope you enjoy this building for years and years to come. Thank you.
The 45,000 square foot building houses continuing education offices, the Offices of Information Technology, numerous classrooms, 2 science labs, a crime scene lab, and a demonstration kitchen. The $12 million building opened for classes at the start of the fall semester. To close this week, we will visit with Bobby Montalban, a freshman basketball player from Hawaii. Adelie visited with Bobby after a photo shoot for the team's poster.
The LSU Eunice Lady Bengals basketball team moved up to Division I, which means Coach Michael Berry's team will play bigger schools and will get to compete in the Mississippi-Louisiana Conference. Berry had to recruit top players to compete in this conference, and he found one in Hawaii. Bobby Montalban was looking for a place to play, and Coach Berry made her an offer that she could not refuse. But Bobby didn't start out playing basketball.
When I was like 4 or 5 years old, I was playing soccer and it was raining, and we came home after the game and I was like really muddy, and my mom said to my dad that we have to find an indoor sport because she don't like bringing me home in the car muddy.
Bobby excelled at basketball, helping lead her team to numerous state honors.
In high school, our basketball team was 4-time BIF champions, which is like being district champions over here. And we were state runner-up 2 years in a row. And we won state championship this past year, my senior year.
For Bobby, being far away from her home in Hilo, Hawaii, has been an ordeal and a real adventure.
It's hard. I mean, I miss everybody at home, and I miss everything about home, but it's fun at the same time.
Bobby's mom keeps her stocked up with plenty of Hawaiian delicacies that she cannot pick up at Walmart or Winn-Dixie.
Poi, kalua pig, lomi salmon, lau, squid luau.
And while Bobby can't find some of her favorite foods here in the States, she also has noticed a major difference in the way we address each other.
Yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, and yes, sir, no, sir. Because at home, everybody says auntie and uncle. Like, anybody that's older than you is auntie and uncle, and there's nobody says ma'am or sir at home.
Bobby plans to major in education and hopes to return to Hawaii to teach at the very school she graduated from. which specializes in educating students on Hawaiian ancestry. Darian, Bobby, and the rest of the Lady Bengals started practicing this week and will kick off the season in November.
Thanks, Adelie. That's it for this week. We'll be back next week with a look at what's happening on campus.